There are no modern humanities, because humanity is not a sum of beings who live according to exchange, but a sequence and a progress. Human society is not between those who are here or there at the same time, but between those who are and those who were. Comte has pronounced that the societies of bees, ants, or beavers are not true societies, because one does not see that the best of each generation is preserved by monuments, poetry, or maxims. Thus there are no other links from one age to the next than biological heredity, which is a resemblance of form, and which only leads to always repeating the same actions. But this strong idea is often forgotten. The spectacle of peoples on the planet, rivalries, alliances, the circulation of goods, the instruments of work and transport, the organization of power, all this attracts the mind. It goes like the most urgent. Come the passions, and we see that these great travelers, visitors, investigators, are as naive as the heroes of Homer. In the mirror of past times, this is where man recognizes and judges himself, not according to those summaries that find no credence in anyone, but according to the great works, where thought is so intertwined with superstitions that man is both prevented from recognizing himself in it and forced to recognize himself in it. It is very important to know, by direct view, that the ancients already held a good part of our wisdom in the times when the chiefs went gravely to consult the oracle. Hence the reflection on this power of the imagination, which covered the planet with temples and sacrifices. Sciences carry their own proofs within themselves, but there is often even the idea of the immense difficulties that scientists encountered around them and in themselves. He who receives the last idea, abstract, obvious, easily verified, knows a lot about the thing, but he knows nothing about man. Catholicism is very close to us. It mingles with our thoughts and actions. It presents itself as a problem to a craftsman as well as to a philosopher. But how to judge these institutions and this doctrine if one does not have some real knowledge of the oracles and the sibyls? Whether one throws oneself into Catholicism, or whether one turns away from it as a set of tales to make children laugh, this is not always judging. Ages of ignorance and fanaticism. Very well, but what will you say then of this religion that sacrificed Iphigenia? What will you say of this politics subject to the Delphic oracle? One must have lived near the ancients, through their poets, through their orators, to understand the value of a religion without human sacrifices and without oracles. Catholic miracles make the ignorant laugh, but the slightest culture shows that Catholicism must be considered, on the contrary, and by relation, as the first religion without miracles. Not absolutely without miracles, but on that subject reasonable and always suspicious, in any case without oracles. The function of the priest is not at all to announce the future. In short, if one wants to be fair to the immediate past, one must have formed some ideas of the distant past, and make it come alive in this mixture of beauty, truth, and errors in themselves incredible, that the ancient authors bring us. And this alone can cure us of utopia and misanthropy, two joined errors, from which war always reborn.